Right, good evening. Time for more live streams, sponsored by LDO Motors. This video would not have been possible without our sponsor, LDO Motors, so thank you to them for supporting live streams on Vector 3D. For more information on their VORON v0.1 kit and other products, keep on watching or follow the link in the video description. Right, things are not working quite as they are supposed to today. Everything's going a little bit weird, so bear with me just a minute while everything comes back into play. Okay, I think it's okay. Everyone loves the fluid. Fluid! Maybe I need to make a t-shirt. Just fluid! With enormous fluid text. Cool, so this is where we got to last time. Basically, the whole frame. Isn't it just so dinky adorable? Absolutely loving it. I've added a bit of lubricant to the linear rails, and that seems to have helped a little bit. I also fiddled around for about another half an hour off stream at Halloween, off stream, and just kind of, you know, tweaked and nudged and tried to help the alignment ever so slightly. I think it's a little bit better. It's definitely going to be good enough. I've loosened the screws at the front. I think they were a little bit problematic, so they're a little bit wibbly wobbly. I think what I'll do right now actually is just put some thread lock on those screws and then put them back in, but not tighten them because they just seem to cause me more problems than it's worth. So the plan today, ooh, I've got a lot of oil in me stick. So yeah, the plan today is to do the A-B drive, which is like basically XY motors, as well as the X-axis, gantry, and the Z-axis. So I've got, well, it's quite a lot to do. Probably going to be again somewhere around 3 hours. So we should have enough time. I don't really know. It's difficult to tell, especially if we have problems with things. It's impossible to really know. But that's kind of the plan. So yes, it's all gone a little bit wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. So I guess we're pretty much going to get on with it. I've said it's sponsored by LDO Motors. We've got the kit. We're doing the version, the VORON 0.1 AB motors. Let's get on with it. So here. So this is the instructions. This is where we got to. So we finished off making sure that we have all the nuts in that we need. I didn't double check, but I did check, and I'm hoping that's going to be enough. So yeah, let's just get into it. So AB drives. Looks like we're starting with my favourite thing in the world, using my threaded insert machine-y doodad. So I'm going back to 300 degrees Celsius for this. 200 was just a bit slow, and I'm just a bit impatient. So I have actually got myself a little bit prepared today, which is rare. So I've got the parts that I need already right in front of me. So we've got a bunch of massive blocks of plastic. I'm not following, by the way, the standard accent colours. I think when if you have a black frame, then the accent colours on the parts that have been chosen look right. But if your accent colour, which mine is green, is the same colour as the frame, then black starts to become the accent and green is the not accent. So I don't know, it just always goes a little bit wibbly wobbly. So yeah, my accent colours are a little bit all over the shop compared to what's standard. But I've had a little bit of a play, and I think this is going to look good. So I'm sticking with this. You should do a marathon build. I think it would be good. I think that's the kind of thing that I would do for like a charity event at some point. It's obviously quite difficult to do. Like, I still need breaks to eat and stuff. I've never actually watched somebody else do it. Presumably people still have breaks. There you go. Jason from LDO Motors is here. What a treat. Good afternoon, Jason. So, straight onto threaded inserts. So, it looks like these are a little bit different. They want 2 of them to go below the surface. So, I think we've got these 3 holes here, the ones that it's... Oh, I can't get the camera any closer than that. So, it's these 3 holes. This one, I think, is normal. And these 2, it wants extra deep. What I will do is I'm going to heat gun this a little bit. Using a little bit of heat just gets rid of the white, which is basically like a stress mark. It just looks a bit nicer then. It's not going to really change performance or anything, it just looks a bit cooler. So of course this tip you actually get with this kit, which is very nice. Unfortunately that's going to be really difficult to press all the way in. Because that gets a little bit stuck on the edge. But it is in, I think that's going to be okay. We've retracted the hot bit straight back out. Just keep going, go, 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 and pull it out. So it's a little bit rough around the edges. I think I'll be able to trim that off when it's cooled down a little bit. So let's get there we go. Might have gone a little bit over the top there. Should be alright. Might be a little bit less engaged in the chat today because I know I'm conscious of the fact I've got quite a lot to do. I've set myself quite a large goal. I think it would be good if this was like a special component that's a bit thinner, especially if you're doing these, because it's wider than the actual threaded inserts I'm using. We'll get it. There we go. Probably got, yeah. Jason, that's very kind. I noticed that come through almost immediately. I'll read it in just a second. Gonna need to fill up the gas, I think, in that. Thanks Vector33 for cool assembly stream, and hello to every friend here. Thank you very much, Jason, that's very kind of you. Much appreciated, and thank you for sponsoring. I think that's that for that. That should be okay. This is one of those things I probably could have done before the stream started. You just have to be careful never to touch the end of that because it's so hot. Yes. I don't know if it is. Yeah, I think it is Ender 3, yeah. I just used like parts that I had laying around, so that's probably why it looks familiar. So, what's next in instructions? So we've got the threaded inserts in. I think we can probably turn that off now. Don't think we need any more for the moment. So we've got the A side first. So the parts should all be marked. We want one of these. That's a B. That's an A. That's an A. So that's going to be B. Yeah. And we don't need that at the moment. Those are some jigs and that's some things. Okay, so this and this. That fits in there. Oh, more heat inserts, damn it. I say damn it, like I don't want to do them, but I do. So this one is that hole there. Now I think that's all the threaded inserts. Maybe, hopefully. So bearings, shims. Lots and lots of bearings. I'm assuming we're going to need quite a few doing all of this, so that's why I've just poured them all out. Probably need a bunch of these too, to save me digging in the bag. So we've got, which part is that? That's this part. N3 by 35. Congratulations on finishing your 2.4. Hats off to you. So this looks like the following. We have a shim, bearing flange down, bearing flange up. 2 shims. Bearing flange down, bearing flange up. And then shim on the top. And for the other one, we have spacer, which I have in a nice bright luminous green. And then a shim. And a flange down, a flange up, followed by another shim. Is that correct? Yep, looks like it. Note on shims, that's thickness, that's fine. Upside down assembly, printed spacer, cool. And so presumably the A parts that we just did, that's then goes on here. Put that through, there we go. What am I supposed to be screwing these into? Wants me to just keep putting screws in. Okay, let's just keep putting screws in. 3x30s. So where are these supposed to attach to? There's no nuts indicated. I guess that's going to mount to the frame at some point. Just got to be careful that the whole lot doesn't all fall apart. So now we need to prepare the motor. So LDO Motors. So it looks like these are both the same, wire lengths both the same, lengths both the same, so going to be able to use either one. We need a pulley, which looks like this. We need a jig, because I made one that looks like this. It does come with this little jig, which is like a weird little kind of indicator thing, but I had a look at it and I was like, that's a bit flimsy and floppy. So I've made this kind of half moon shaped jig, and you'll see how it works in just a second. Should be pretty obvious. Grub screws. So we've got, so the little grub screws are in here. It looks like they've got a bit of thread lock on them already, actually. You can see a little blue blob on it. Do I put a little bit extra on? Why the hell not? I'm not sure. I don't think it's going to be a problem putting a bit extra on that basis. I'm going to do it anyway. So, do we only have 2 grub screws, I think. Where's my little bag of grub screws? I've lost it. We have 3 in total, so just 1 per... Oh, no, what? Those can't be for this then. There must be other grub screws. Maybe there's grub screws in the motors box that I've missed. Motion components. Two-head of motion. Aha. M4. I wonder what those other little ones, tiny little ones. Oh, maybe it's the BMG thing. That's probably what that is, what those are. Let's put that back in the bag. I wondered, they did seem a bit suspiciously tiny. Okie dokie. So we do have 4 then, that's good. Oh, there's actually 5, so we've got a spare just in case we lose one. So 2 mil plus some of this, even though there's already a little bit on them. A little bit mucky. Oh, how's that? The tensioner arm? What do you mean the tensioner arm? What are you talking about? There is no tensioner arm. Are you getting confused between the extruder and the AB motors? Or something? The screw threaded bit is in here. This is what this is. So so this actually wants this way down, and what I've done, so this little jig basically just fits around the base of the motor and allows you to put that just where you want it, just where you need it. And so it kind of moves, but you just pull it up to that point and that gives you your correct position. And then obviously you can just turn it to find the flat part of the motor shaft, which I've lost. It's over there. Oops, a daisy. So I'm probably missing a lot of the chat, so apologies for that, but I feel like I need to concentrate for this bit because it's always super confused. M3 by 35 screws. 2, 3, 4. Which way do we want the motor cables going? So I think that goes like over the back there, doesn't it? Somewhere there. So I guess we want the motor cable coming inwards towards the screw direction. That's my uneducated guess. Whoopsie daisy. Must have the wires come out towards the screw. Yes, got it. So that should slide a little bit on here. And that's what's going to provide the tension with the assistance of this knobby thing, which we're putting on now. So you'll see, you kind of assemble it like so, and then as you turn this in, try and hold it steady. You can see it pulls the motor along the slot and tensions it. Reduce tension that way. And obviously once you've got the position you want with the correct tension, you tighten up all these bolts, that will stop it sliding, and then you're not reliant on this plastic knob to keep everything locked in. Check your work, compare your assembled parts to the graphics shown here. I think that looks absolutely spot on. So looking down the end, yeah, good, good, good. So that looks like one side. Presumably we will now do t'other side. Yes. What are the chances? I don't think you'll find any pre-built Vorons. I don't think they exist. Doesn't mean they can't exist, but it does take a while to assemble them, so you'll end up paying quite a lot, I suspect. So stick that in there. Heater insert's already done, so M3x35 screws should be here. New follower, welcome. So we've got those on there. Now we can go back to assembling these. Let's get everything right. So shim, flange down, then flange up, then shim, then luminous screen spacer. For the other screw, we have a shim, flange down, flange up, then two shims, then flange down, flange up, and one more shim. Very nice. Come on, here we go. Oh, you absolutely. Oh, what did I do that for? Oh dear. Right, start again. Oh man, right. Oh, that's embarrassing. Thank you for the £5 for the patience to build and string. Oh dear. Oh, I don't even know what happened there. Total brain fart. It's just like, oh yeah, I've done that. Let's just turn that over. Oh, Jesus. Oh dear. Right. We're in. We're done. Next. Right, let's get this part on before we absolutely stack it again. Oh, I've ballsed it. What am I doing? Why was the first one easy and this one's just falling all over the place? Right, now we can turn it that way. Oh my days, okay. M3x30, let's get this thing bottled together before I lose it. Yeah, it's not really stressful, to be honest. Kind of embarrassing when you tip all the all the stuff that you just assembled onto a screw, but there you go. These things happen. I think there's different CE rules, I think, for when you have a kit of something. There's different regulations, I think, but I'm no expert. Okay, so we need the other motor, and we need the other pulley, and that's that bag done. We need a couple more grub screws. And I think we should do a quick ad sponsor segment thing. So do that and we'll be right back. This video would not have been possible without our sponsor, LDO Motors. LDO Motors are well known for their quality stepper motors that feature in many 3D printers. But did you know they also do complete kits for VORON 3D printers? Their VORON v0.1 kit has everything you need, with the exception of the printed parts, taking sourcing from your living nightmare to the easiest part of the process. LDO's focus on quality means that you don't need to worry about component choice. This kit includes genuine Bondtech gears, Big Tree Tech control board, Fatus hot end, pre-installed Kinovo heater with thermal fuse, stainless steel linear rails, and a beautifully anodized extrusion frame available in 7 different colours. With every kit, you'll also get their brass heat insert tool, which, when fitted to a soldering iron, is the ideal partner for adding threaded inserts to your printed parts. If you're after an entryway into high-performance 3D printing, check out the VORON v0.1 kit from LDO Motors via the link in the video description, or carry on watching to find out more. Oh, wrong angle. Hey, let's get back to here. Oh, hang on, before I'm at that, definitely did this. So again, we've got a nice jig, so it's basically the same as the other one, just slightly taller. If you do want to use them, by the way, these are available at the link in the description. There's like I think it's a GitHub where I put them, so find the GitHub link in the description and you'll find them. So this motor, we want the fat side down and the index of the bottom of that bit. Cool, so those should be nice and tight, and that's that jig used. So again, punching the wire towards where the screw's going, and M3 by 35 to clamp them down. So, check your work, don't tighten, AB drive, preloaded nuts. The screws are fastened into the preloaded nuts. Slide the nuts into position prior to placing the part. Use a skewer to align them with the screw hole. Okay. So is this, oh, I need where's my nut? Let's get this big boy on here. So this looks like this side, and that looks like that side. So it looks like we just need one nut here. And then 4 screws, M3 by 35. Four on each side, so need another nut for this one. This is not going to be easy, is it? In fact, not too difficult. Probably can't see very well, especially since the camera's pointing totally the wrong direction. Let's see if I can turn this all around. Physically, not metaphorically. So what you can do is kind of slide it out and then align that direction, put it back that way and slide this way, and then you can kind of align them this direction. So that's my plan. Hopefully that'll work out. Oh, it seems to have worked. That one's worked. That one's worked. That one's worked. And that one's worked. Bang on. Right, other side. Oh, yep, we made it. Made it. Got it. Last one. Yes! Victory! Kind of expected that to be more difficult. But glad it wasn't. Yeah, none of these screws on here are tight at all yet, so I'm kind of waiting to get the belts and stuff in before anything gets tightened, just so I make sure I have all the movement and motion that I need. I've sort of forgotten about doing Loctite on anything. Maybe we'll take them out and put them back in. We'll re-screw for that. AB idlers. So that's AB stuff done. How long did that take? 48 minutes. So idlers is this part, this part, this part. There should be a fourth part. I seem to be missing something. I know. And this one. So down here. Did you get the bed alignment fixed from the last week? Well, I don't think it was last week, was it? It was only 2 days ago. Sort of, not a lot. I did summarise at the beginning of the stream. It's improved. It's definitely not perfect. Uh, 35. We need more bearings, more shims. 2, 3, 4. I think I've Loctited my entire frame. For things that I'm never planning to adjust, I think it's worth Loctiting, because you're just better off. But anything you could need to adjust, probably better not to. That would be my suggestion. So we've got to work out, I think it's this part and this part. This is going down here, this is going in here. And then on the little one, what? Flange down, flange up, and then a shim. And shim. Flange down, flange up, and the to the shim. Yes. And then on the fat one goes the little top, like so. How does that? It's got to attach to something, isn't it? There we go. Goes all the way through. Sure, okay. And then this one goes on here. And then somehow they're going to fit on the frame. We've got to preload some nuts as well, so just keep scratching this along my desk. So that left part of the image looks like here, so I think that's going to be for like the door latch or something, isn't it? Probably. Oh, those nuts like they're almost going to fall out, hopefully. Yeah, okay, looks alright. So then we've got to install these idlers under here. Looks like this one. No. This is super confusing. Is that one? No. This is that one. Going this way round. And then we push this other little screw along under here. Cool, that's on there pretty good. Right direction, pulleys are rotating, happy with that. Other side. Oh, do we have to preload some nuts? Nope. So, yeah, we got one thingy over here. Not far enough. That's actually quite difficult to do. You can barely see. That one looks like it might go. There we go. Oh. Yeah, that still looks good. Nice. I like it. Idlers, check your work. Compare your assembled parts to the graphics shown here. Yes, this looks good. Z-axis. No, I thought we were doing belty boys. No, we're going straight onto Z. Z-axis it is. So we should have a Z idler nut thing. I mean, we can't really, you can only really assemble this onto the lead screw. So we just want this piece for now. M3 by, what is it? 3 by 12? 30, 12. Good, that's good. There's nice that there's a little bit of play there that we can make sure we get everything lined up. Have I put that on the right way? Yes, I have. And then we're going to mount it under here. Oh, sorry, whistling along with the music. That was an accident. M3 by 12 to fix it in place. Right, got a little bit of wiggle room there, so we can adjust that. I'll then put another screw in. Why am I not telling me about this screw before I've installed it? Looks like a ZN stop screw, doesn't it? That, and that. That all looks okay. Right. I do like that this is a black lead screw. It just looks cool. We've got the mount. It's going down. Oh no, which way up is it? This way up. M3 by 6, 1, 6 and 2 8ths. So that 6 is going in that small hole. This is something that I'm going to Loctite. This is I'm never going to remove this. It's not even permanent, it's just stops the wobbliness. That's not good. That screw's not very... that screw's a bit soft. It's kind of just destroyed itself already. Oh dear. Can we get a weir in there to get it out and put a different one in? Hopefully there's spares, because I don't want to leave that in there. Is it this one? Yes. Likey, that screw. There's some affiliate links for tools in the description, by the way, if you're feeling like you want some tools. And don't forget to like the video. Right. Oh, apply lubrication. Let's get some lubrication. Ow! Ooh. Oh dear. Right. I've got some lubrication in a bag and a tube, because I've been doing some injecting rails with this is obviously not a surgical, this is a flat end tube and is used just for inserting lubricant. So I mean, it's not really inserting for this, is it? I'm just gonna dab a few bits up and down the lead screw. So this will do for now. So bit extra on the top. Preloading nuts. Okay. So covered that in lubricant. Now we're just going to turn this over. 3 M3 nuts over here. 1, 2, and a 3. 3 M3 nuts down here. 1, 2, and 3. And looking from that angle, three nuts, 1, 2, 3. It's basically 3 nuts everywhere. I'm guessing this is for fixing some of the panel parts on later, given how consistently they're being positioned around the outside. M3x40 rubber feet. I saw someone mention the feet in the chat earlier. I'm not sure what about. They are quite firm for a little printer, aren't they? M3x40. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we've got the feet over here. So now it's about getting the right feet in the right place. No, that way up, that way there. You and you in there, down there, go. I'm very happy with the frame. I think it's this one. Those two definitely look like those two, so this one's got to be this. In which case that's this way round. Yeah, my table's oak, like. I have a nice looking table, unfortunately it's not super flat. that's not really going to work. Would I recommend doing a V0 first and then bootstrap building another like a 2.4 or a rat rig? I mean, that's... It's, yeah, it depends. It's nice to have a small printer. It obviously gives you a fairly... It's not that low cost, but it's fairly low cost for printing ABS reliably. And so if you're wanting the large printers and you want to print the parts yourself, you could do it. I think part of the intention of... I don't think I was meant to do that, was I? Part of the intention of this design is that you print all your Voron parts with it. So like, the only thing that says, the only reason I wouldn't recommend it is because it's all quite expensive. Like, if you can afford to do it, then yeah, it's a great idea. That's a great way to do it. But I'm not going to make any recommendation and say, oh, you need to be getting this before you do a 2.4 or VCore 3, because for a lot of people, it's going to be one or the other because they're expensive machines. That's already gone way too far. I need to get this back. M3x8. Preload nut positioning. Move two of the preloaded nuts to the left of the stepper mode to mount. Stepper mounts to the center nuts. That's exactly what I suspected. So 2 over there, 2 in the middle, and 2 on this side. And we need M3x8s. And I'm going to Loctite these. It's no reachy. Why it no reachy the screw? This doesn't look very central. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. No 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 no. Why was that not screwed in? That should have been screwed in. What the hell happened there? Oh. How has this just come? I thought I had it in there, but it wasn't, apparently. Is it going to be okay to take out? Yes, it looks okay. In fact, I might just, I need to get the nut in position at least. God, this is a nightmare, isn't it? I don't know how that came out. No, 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 no. No, get off that. Oh, for goodness sake. Where are you? Right, we're going to have to do some clever surgery, I think, to get these parts back in. I think we have to, it's still not aligned. I think it's going to be best to take it out, isn't it? Now I need to make sure I get this stack right, so it's shim first. Fluids! People who like end up coming to streams that have not been before and just turn up to see a bunch of people yelling fluid. I gotta wonder what the hell is going on. And I think that's the best way for it to be. I don't think this is more fiddly particularly. A little bit, getting the nuts just in the right place, that's the only thing really. Well, the bed was a bit of a nightmare, but the consistent annoyance is the little nuts. Right, quick drink. I don't think this overlay is updating correctly, is it? Or is it? Oh yeah, it is. Check your work. Compare your assembled parts. I know that that's all fun. Scrolly, motor. Cool, onto the X-axis. Of course, I was thinking we were going to be doing belts, and of course we don't even have a blooming X-axis in there yet. How are we going to get belts in? You fool! Nope. I haven't really prepared this far, but I'm sure I've got everything. So we're going for the matte black ABS Plus because it just freaking looks cool. There's only one space there. Okay, there's more spaces over there. Hopefully we've got enough. That lot can go back in here. And we've got two of these. I think it goes in here, doesn't it? I think this is the thing with the green frame. You really don't need the accent parts because like you've already got black and green as like contrasting accents. Ah, Mikhail, good evening. Mikhail has come to the dark side. Right, X-axis. Heat inserts. So I'm assuming it's going to be both of these pieces. This looks like either end. Lurking in the shadows. Protector of the realm. Lurking rat rig owners, eh? I see how it is. The rat rig boys lurking in the shadows. I think this is the right. Am I doing this right? Yes, this is going to be hot. Because fluid. Mikhail, I sincerely hope that that part of the website instructions never gets fixed. It has to stay like that. Just having the text fluid there at just all times, just in case you need to check. Just check that it still says fluid. Okay, I'm sure you could bang out a V0 in like a few hours. You don't make excuses. Well, you need to make sure you get a fluid bit in there. Just when you're talking about main cell replacing fluid, just make sure there's a link to make fluid and normal. It's such an important feature. We'll be lost without it. Anyway, let's focus. What am I doing? Is it this part? No, it's the other side. This part. That's the ticket. I think it's kind of confusing orientations. So M3 by 25 screws. That on there. Shims, bearings. So on this one we need 2 shims first, that's 3. I'm not considering how I'm going to pick this up afterwards. Flange down, flange up, 2 more shims, that's 3 again. I'm just looking forward to getting this all done and then pouring them all off again. That was fun. This is not a speed run. I don't know if I could do a speed run. I'm too, like, deliberately slow. I guess it would be quite interesting to do like a speed run build competition of V0s. I know, what am I, is that right? Yep, and then another spacer. Two shims, 2 bearings, 2 shims, 2 shims, 2 bearings, just 2 shims. And then this goes on here. N2 by 10 self-tapping screw. This is going to need a smaller, here we go. So there is a tiny little hole on here that you've got to line this up with. think we want that face square, so put that down there. They don't come through very far. I kind of want to put some Loctite on those. It's a bit late now, isn't it? Looking forward to those coming loose. And then we do the same / opposite on the other side. 3 by 25. Put some Loctite on these ones, I think. It's not very difficult to apply, actually. We'll have to. Oh, I need to. So this is this way around, so spacer. It's double shim, isn't it? Gosh darn it. Why am I heating it? So basically you get on printing with this, with ABS, you quite often get this kind of white stress marks. So what I do, let's see if I can do it on the camera and see if it'll focus enough. Quite difficult to do without burning myself in the same process. Hopefully you can see, it just kind of takes that white stress mark away. Now it just looks normal, plain black. That's why heating. These screws look much longer. How have they ended up much longer? That makes no sense. What have I used? M3 by 25. Have I just used M3 by 40s? M3 by 25. Yeah, I've used completely the wrong screw. Okay. No fun unless you burn yourself. The amount of times I've burnt myself doing 3D printing. Oh. It's a lot of times, let's say that. I didn't do the thing that I said I was going to do, did I? Oh well, at least neither of them are Loctited now, so they're the same. So with these, yeah, I used 35 instead of 25. Right, we're on to the linear rail for this axis. I don't know if I have a jig for this. 25. I do! Look at that! I'm good. It's an A extrusion, which it would have to be because there's only A's/B's left. Ooh. Ooh, this one's a bit bent for some reason. Oh, blimey. Oh dear. Don't know my own strength. Still a bit. I think that's okay. There we go. I think I Loctited these before, didn't I? So I will again. So we are doing M2B6. I think we need to switch to the little thing, the little hacks. M2, 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 M2 by 6. Here we go. We're going to need a bit of this and a bit of that. I didn't pass in your belly button. Can't say I'd recommend it, but you do you. This is the LDO kit. In fact, we're probably a good time for another little sponsor. What's it? Hour 41. Let's do another little sponsor segment. 60 seconds and we'll be back. This video would not have been possible without our sponsor, LDO Motors. LDO Motors are well known for their quality stepper motors that feature in many 3D printers. But did you know they also do complete kits for VORON 3D printers? Their VORON v0.1 kit has everything you need, with the exception of the printed parts, taking sourcing from your living nightmare to the easiest part of the process. LDO's focus on quality means that you don't need to worry about component choice. This kit includes genuine Bondtech gears, Bigtree Tech control board, Phaetus hot end, pre-installed Kinovo heater with thermal fuse, stainless steel linear rails, and a beautifully anodized extrusion frame available in 7 different colours. With every kit you'll also get their brass heat insert tool, which, when fitted to a soldering iron, is the ideal partner for adding threaded inserts to your printed parts. If you're after an entryway into high-performance 3D printing, check out the VORON v0.1 kit from LDO Motors via the link in the video description, or carry on watching to find out more. Wrong one, let's go here. So, let's carry on. Okay, so we need our rail guides. Me too when building my 2.4. I was not very good at using it then either, which is why I'm using it a lot now. Did I clean and grease the rail? Grease? No, I did not. They're stainless steel rails, so there's no real grease on them at all. They're pretty clean already. Obviously being stainless steel, they're not very likely to corrode in a short period of time. They will over a really long period of time, but in this environment it's not going to. So they'll get some lubrication when we start moving everything. So I've got this jig. For those that have not seen it before, it's quite simple to use. But we do need to take the little bit of extra plastic off the end of it first, because that will interrupt with our dimension. There we go. Just a bit of like elephant's foot problem. So it's literally a jig that you just kind of slot on the end, it holds in the extrusion, and then you can push that against it and you get the dimension that you want. Basically, super simple. Make sure you have your guides installed. And you're golden. Lovely, 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 lovely. Little jigs make life so much easier. Preload 2 M3 nuts. That looks like the underside. So let's flip it over and get 2 M3 nuts in. I've lost my bag of M3 nuts somewhere. Over here. Don't know why I put them all the way over there. Don't know why I'm doing these from both ends either, but there you go. Right, so leave the screw slightly loose for the next step. So we've got to get this slot in here. Looks like that, not that side, that, not that side. And it's not telling me about the nuts that I need to put in because they're easy to put in. Which is a bizarre way of doing instructions, but sure. Now for some reason, this side looks like, it has 2 holes, But there's only one screw shown here, whereas there's two this side. So I'm presuming I only need one nut here. I'm not sure why there's two holes. Quite like to know. Oh, it's for that. That's got to screw in. So is this threaded, is this plastic kind of threaded? It looks like it's probably not, so I guess I'm going to need a nut beneath it. Yeah, there needs to be a nut in there. These are LDO brand rails. It's the LDO kit, so everything is from LDO. So we've got this going in here. Oh dear. This is not going to be easy to align these, is it? So 3x12 button heads. I think we don't want levers without nylock. What's it? Thread locker. These probably not. Yeah, M3x6, these ones. What? This doesn't seem to reach the nut. Okay. So we should have, yeah, a bit of wiggle room either side. Check your work. Phenomenal work. Well done, me. Pat on the back. From that end, we see that. From that end, we see that. And in there, yeah, it's just that one screw. No, rather. I'm going to do this now. It seems a good idea to do this now. I think that goes there. Even though it's right down here. M3 by 16. Where is it? M3 by 16. Where are you? Okay. That way we've got all our nuts at least captured on something. X and stop. Okay, no, wait, here. So we're putting this onto the frame. It's a good sign. M2 by 6 FHCS, which looks like countersunk. Flathead. M2 by 6. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. Good night, good night, good night. I'm not happy. This small one is not great. I don't think the head's very well formed, so I'm going to try my other Wero one. Vera hex keys. No, that's also loosey-goosey. We might just go with this. I'm taking them out because I realised I forgot thread locker, and since they're flathead and will be completely unadjustable anyway, might as well use thread locker. It's just spinning in the hole. What size hex is this? Oh, 1.5, there we go. Helps if you get the right size, doesn't it? Oh, done that side. Switcheroo to the other side. Right, that's a good start. This printer's so adorable. And so we need another M3 by 16. To go through this. This doesn't work, you can't do it in that order. You need to move the gantry to the back first, tighten the screws down, and then put that screw in, because otherwise you can't tighten this one, because it's holding the same thing. So we'll move the gantry all the way to the back, as it suggests. So I'll take out my stoppers there, all the way to the back. Which doesn't seem like a perfectly square interface, to be honest, because these are not tight. Ooh, it's a bit bindy at the back there. That's okay. Can definitely hear that it needs some lubricant, but in fact, I think it was around. Let's just chuck it on now. In fact, no, because we'll probably end up with just getting it all over my hands. So we need this end stop screw. Be amazed if this doesn't crack the part. It's barely going through. I have no idea how far it's supposed to put this in, but I think a lot further than what it's gone so far. Maybe that. No idea. That'll do for now. We'll change it if we need to. Right, the final section of frame. Cool. It's becoming quite a unit now that's got all those parts on it. I mean, it's not quite the same size as the VORON 2.4 or the rat rig, but it seems quite heavy for its size. It doesn't even have the bed on yet. Am I going to get a serial? I haven't. People have said I should. I haven't bothered, to be honest. It seems like effort that I can't be bothered to put in. No Loctite on the X gantry. What are you talking about? Yeah, well, it might need adjustment, that's the thing. If anything that needs adjustment, I don't want a Loctite really. So, we've got to get this printed around the right way and start getting in some more nuts. These nuts. It's easy to get a serial. You just got to basically build the printer, but you just got to film it and have all the right stuff on it and send it in and make a post on Reddit or something. And I don't have a Reddit account even, so like I'm not going to be. I think this is on the outside, isn't it? So 1, 2, 3 on the outside. And 1. Reddit or MySpace? MySpace is not still a thing, is it? Surely not. I didn't think that even existed now. 3x10s. By 8 by 12 by 10. Preload nuts, 3 on the outside. The fact that we're running out of nuts is good because it means we're, well, I think it's good, right? We've still got the whole extruder to go. And then 2 nuts on the inside. Oh. I know I can, so yeah, but I've got to make a Reddit account in order to actually link to something. And I've just realised I've not tightened these other parts down yet, have I? I should really do that. Looks like I'm going to be not doing Loctite on these. I mean, why not just YouTube? Oh, I want to take these out. I want to Loctite these. Ooh, so is it? I'm not sure you can have someone post it for you, because I think part of the point of doing that is you have to have some verification of your username or something. I don't know. This is, I don't know why I need a serial number. I don't have a serial number for any other printer. Why do I need one for this one? I mean, if I can do it by posting my live stream that I already done on Discord, then I'll probably do it, because that's easy. It's no effort. Because there's no reward, really, for me. So, in my mind, why do effort when there's no reward? So, that's looking pretty neat, isn't it? Let's take these little rubber stoppers off. Not going to need those now. Neat little green machine. That looks really well done. That's nice. Two nuts on the inside, 3 nuts on the outside. Very nice. We did these. AB belts. How long have we done? 2 hours 13 minutes. We're racing. Oh. This is looking freaking sweet. We're still probably, I guess, quite a long way. There's still like the whole enclosure, all of the electronics, extruder and stuff to do. Still a lot to do, but we're also making pretty good progress, I think. Right, belts. I think these instructions are kind of in the wrong order as well. VORON printers use a belt path based on the popular Core XY pattern. The individual belt paths are stacked on top of each other, on top of each, and the crossing often found in Core XY designs is omitted. Compared to many other implementations, the motors are moved to a less intrusive position. To learn more about principles behind Core XY, visit there. Equal belt tension is important to proper function of a Core XY motion system. We recommend to run one belt to get the required length, remove the belt from the printer, and cut the second one to the exact same length. As both belt paths have the same length, this is an easy way of getting a consistent tension. And then we'll build the carriage. Yeah, it's definitely cheaper to go the print it forward route than it is to build a 0.1. You then also don't have to worry about the tuning and whatnot of your printer in order to then get the good quality prints that you want for your larger printer. You can just buy from someone who's already got a decent running printer. I'm guessing a lot of these thread inserts, now that we've basically run out of knots, it's going to be inserts that are used for the extruder. That's my guessage. like insert in the back as well. This one's a bit more difficult. The one thing that you'll notice between Mark III or anything Prusa and Voron is that Prusa does everything for you, Voron does nothing for you. Like, Voron, you have to put all the effort in yourself. I mean, they do give you slicer profiles and stuff, so it's not that much, but Prusa is very much designed to be minimal effort. What are we doing with this now? Let's, I think, turn it off. Don't think we need that at the moment. M3x8 screws. And then we've got these weird nut things. Don't tighten. Okay. Huh. That's no idea. Can't fit my thing through. Somewhere in here should be no. Okay. I was just looking for a little craft knife, but I'm going to use a drill instead. Something tells me this belt path setup is going to be difficult to thread. So that's those two little blocks in the back of there. They kind of rotate. Eventually they'll grab the belts that come in from either side by the looks of it. So we've got those, we've done these, don't tighten them, I haven't. Okay, belts. So, of course, need the belts, wherever that is. Tool head in motion, sounds about right. So, Jesus. So that goes that way around by the looks of it. Is that right? No. Yes. No. Heck knows. Yeah, that's that way around. So that's going. Let's zoom in a bit here. Okay, so it is going in there, under there, through there, and that doesn't fit. I feel like it's going to be easy to put that on in a second. Put that through that. These little nut plate things are not very good. They're not very. Oh, I think I've cross-threaded it. Okay. Gonna have to pull the whole belt through. Cut it afterwards. So that's starting up there. So that's going to go around here. There's not. Oh. Put it in the wrong spot. It needs to be in the lower one. Realise I've not really checked Twitch at all the entire stream, so apologies to anyone watching on Twitch. Yeah, so bottom. Okay. Second attempt. Oh. Lost a screw. Okay, so this time that sits teeth forward on here. It'd probably be smart to cut the belt down, but that's just going round there, round there, round there, in here. I feel like I need to rotate the motor, but it's not really. Oh. Is that supposed to be able to go through that hole as well? Because I don't think there's any way that's going through there. Hopefully that's going to be long enough. Fingers crossed. Oh, easily. Okay. I don't see that I'm going to be able to fit both belt ends through here at the same time. I've cut it a bit short to do that. As long as we're going past the block piece, we should be okay. So I can see already that getting this belt, all these belts on here at the same time is going to be an absolute bloody nightmare. I mean, that belt is barely holding on. I think we've got the right length though, so we can take it all out, cut the other one the same. It's impossible to know whether you've got these are the same length. I'm trying to line up the teeth, but as I pull it down, they seem to offset. I'll give up. I'm sure it'll be about the right length. And we've got loads of extra, which is good, so there you go, that's useful to have. Yes, that's how I've done it before. And in hindsight, most certainly the better way to do it. I'm going to have a real challenge here getting these belts in now. Wish me luck. Worst comes to the worst, I think I've probably got enough length, and maybe I've got my own spare belts I can use if I do find this truly impossible. Hopefully it won't be. Yep. Have I just done that one round both motors? What an absolute idiot. It's this one that needs to go around the motor. one belt that goes to 2 motors. That would be a disaster. You know what, threading belts through is like that one thing that I think I have just not learnt anything from doing so many times for some reason. Because I have done it quite a few times, and as you've just observed, I still make mistakes like this. Yeah. Shitballs. I don't think I'm going to manage this. I've made too much of a mistake. I think we might be there. Kind of. I'm not sure we're really going to be able to grab it though. The obvious problem is that it's one clamp that does 2 belts. So if it's holding one belt in position, it's not really very easy to get the other belt into place. Ooh, this is très difficile. how can I just don't think there's any way to kind of give me some slack to be able to do this. This is having right on the edge of what's trouble is, I've got to hold this all in blooming place before I can... Yeah, I'm not sure this is going to be possible. I mean, this one here. Okay, I've tightened that down at a different position. Yeah, I really balls this. I don't know why I cut the belt so short. It was just a stupid thing to do. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Oh, I'm not sure I did that one very tight anyway. Okay. Okay, I think it's not pretty, but it is in. Yeah, I'm not suggesting the design is bad here, really. I mean, it's a bit restrictive, but understandably so. It's just my strategy for assembly here was poor. The Loctite did seem to mostly work though, so put that back in. Don't think it was completely cured, but definitely partially. Don't know why I'm standing up all of a sudden. This shouldn't be quite so tight. Why is it so tight? Belts riding on the flanges. Oh, that's why it was pulling. Thank you. Okay. We are belted. Other side as well. No, this side's okay. At the rear. No, looks good to me. We're all in, tidy. M2 by 6. Was there anything else I've promised to do today? I've forgotten what the title said. What have I committed myself to? Don't say first print. Because that is not happening. No, I said not first print. Eating something. Could do with eating something. I'm pretty hungry. I have a real craving for pizza today, annoyingly. Right, belts is slack. Question is now, is there enough motion in these to tension? Yes. Absolutely banging. What a result. Equal belt tension is important. Maybe higher than on other printers, so we'll do it more than other printers. That's like a guitar string now, that's definitely a bit too much. I think there's probably good for now. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Printed bed. No, I think we're good today. We are done. I mean, the bed's going to be pretty easy because it's all pre-assembled, because it's a LDO kit, and they pre-assemble basically everything on the bed for you, which is super handy. So we'll whiz through that at the beginning of next time. There we go. Look at that. It's adorable. Oh. It's a great load of effort, but my goodness, has that been worth it so far? The LDO kit is actually really rather good, isn't it? Took me like 6 months to arrange a 2.4 stream and get all the parts. This, like 1 week. Amazing. And look at it. It's just so dinky and adorable. I can't wait to get this thing printing. It's quite stiff because of the motors, but oh, it's just... The green and black is an absolutely fantastic look. I almost might switch out these green knobs. I don't feel like the light green really adds much because you've already got a colour combination with the dark green. So that's going to be it from me today. Thanks everyone for sticking around. Hopefully that was enjoyable. Have I missed a bit? I think the instructions that I previewed to set myself up are different to what I'm looking at here. Anyway, that's going to be it for me today. Thanks again to LDO Motors for sponsoring the stream and providing the kit. Absolutely stellar effort. Thank you to everyone for watching and joining in. Hopefully that's been valuable for anyone following along or getting stuck with some of their builds. I mean, I obviously got a little bit stuck with the belts there. I would definitely recommend making them quite a bit longer and then cutting them off after you've poked them through this hole and cut them here. That would be much, much easier. So definitely do that, and then you don't have to disassemble half the printer in order to get your belts in. Anyway, good night, good day, and I think I'm going to be back tomorrow evening for some more Voron assembly goodness. We'll be carrying on with this V0 kit, and I don't know where we're going to get to, but that's what I want to do, so that's what we're going to do. I shall see you all tomorrow evening.